Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, that's Worimi, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. I am absolutely full of a head cold, and thank you, Naryn, my Australian First Nations guide, told me to buy a big jar of eucalyptus drops, so I'm sucking on those at the moment, as well as, the usual bits and pieces that one takes when one has a cold, and lots of fluids and lots of sleep. Wouldn't exchange it for the world though. I had the most beautiful Anzac Day cuddles with my granddaughter, who was the one that gave it to me. Okay, let's get started on this Monday morning using my runic tarot. Love this deck. It is a bit dark, so I'll try and get the light right for you. But I want to first up have a look at the Harvey Weinstein issue. So I've got a big list of things I want to get through today. Do not feel obliged to watch every video. The reason I do them separately is so that you can pick and choose at your leisure. Okay, Harvey Weinstein got off on a technicality. Oh my goodness. However, what I have looked into it now, for those that know me for a while, I don't actually do a lot of research aside from the very superficial because I don't want to bring any bias into the subject. But it got off on a technical issue of the prosecutors brought in non-case specific witnesses that were bringing forward previous information about Harvey Weinstein. So I do get that he is going to be retried. There are 107 victims that have come forward so far in regards to Harvey Weinstein, not just on this case, but on other cases as well. Yeah, from what I understand, he's had two previous convictions as well, so I really don't understand why he's out and about. But I do gather he's in hospital at the moment. But I just want to have a look. Show me, is Harvey Weinstein going to be retried? I don't care how invalid he is, how decrepit he is. Yes, there is going to be justice. So yes, he is going to be retrialed is what I'm getting there. I don't care. In Australia, we've had some massive marches over the weekend saying enough is enough. In Australia, a woman dies in a domestic violence situation once every 4 days at the moment. It is just completely unacceptable. That doesn't include those that are hospitalised. And what often happens is that in Australia, and I know it's around the world, is that the police are between a rock and a hard place. They have to follow the law, but the law isn't extended enough to cover these women. So, they get a little piece of paper saying, "Do not come near me," but what in our current laws we have levels of interaction. So sending flowers or making phone calls is considered low level. So therefore, the AVO, the apprehended violence orders, which are the piece of paper, don't really punish the perpetrator, but us women, we know it starts with phone calls and flowers and glimpses from a distance, etc., stalking on social media. So what's happening now is that in Australia, they are looking at really tightening the laws in regards to what you can and cannot do, and they're looking at ankle bracelet monitoring as well. Anyhow, but we're talking about Weinstein. So show me, will Harvey Weinstein face a new trial? Will he face a new trial? Let's have a look. Harvey Weinstein, first card out, justice. You want to stop there? Come on down. Excuse my little rant. And I will actually do another reading in regards to that shortly. But we're looking at Harvey Weinstein at the moment. First card out is the Justice card. So it's huge yes, he's going to be dragged in front of the courts again, and so he should be. And it is powerful, independent women that are bringing these cases forward. Nine of Pentacles here. Women who know their own mind, who know who they are comfortable with who they are. That's the challenge for him. Is women, basically. And women across the world are just saying enough. The Me Too movement, we had a while back. It's starting to reignite in Australia, and hopefully it will reignite across the globe. Okay, at the foundation, we've got the Six of Cups. So this is about what he has done in the past. Can also be naivety in simpler times, but I'm just going to read it as his past. His past. In the past, we've got the Ace of Wands, powerful new messaging come forward that is really inflammatory in the past. Now, he got off on a technical issue. He didn't get off because he didn't do it, so he is going to be retrialed. He got off on a technical issue. The information, the message that is being brought forward is going to literally flame all that has gone before and has. So I'm going to say this is the message of the Me Too movement, and women standing up and planting their message in the sand and saying this line will not be crossed. Okay. Crowning this reading, the Page of Swords, women bringing forth the truth. Absolutely. It will be a reduced case in that I think what will happen is it's only those that are so the prosecution are not going to bring back those non-case witnesses. So it will be a reduced case, but the truth that they're going to bring forward is really powerful. I think the judge actually said that there would have been enough to prosecute on just the witnesses of the case without requiring those pre-case witnesses. But let's see where this goes. Wheel of Fortune, absolutely, it is time. It is time. The wheel is turning on those that have been holding the power in the past. Basically, for Weinstein, it's a situation of you want this job, what are you going to give me type thing, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Or just straight out, even worse, and then saying, well, I'm all powerful. If you report me, you'll never work in this town again. Time has come. The time has come. The women are banding together, and it changes very much here. The external energy plan coming to fruition. The message waiting for the ship to come in. Is he going to be retried? Very much so. The ship is coming into port. Also drawn to the fact that there's three figures here holding three wands. Are there three witnesses? Three main witnesses in this particular case? Bringing the ship into port externally. Internally, the King of Cups, the emotional maturity, the diplomatic judge. I think the judge in this he was sympathetic, but again, it was a technicality, and what happens is they have to go by the rule of law, even if that rule of law is wrong. But rule of law doesn't get changed until it is proven to be wrong or proven to be not fit for purpose, and that's what's happened here. The defiance of women, hopes and fears, the defiance of women. We will no longer be considered chattels. We will no longer be tied to the stake. We will no longer be silenced. Absolutely. And here we've got the High Priestess, the power of the feminine coming forward. Huge power. Talking about the bison in the room, the elephant in the room. Absolutely. Huge feminine energy here. Seven of Wands. Literally bringing down the heavens. And then the King of Swords. Now, kings are not necessarily male. They can just be they're doing energy. They're powerful, bringing forth energy. This is about bringing forth powerful new messaging, new legislation, new messaging. Okay, what have I got on the bottom? The Seven of Cups can be my poor choices, illusion, delusion, to quote Lena Rodriguez, um, muddying of the waters. However, here are women again bringing forward more information that is going to be nightmarish for Harvey Weinstein. So yeah, I am very much getting that the court, it's going to be retried. Let's see how it's going to actually go for him. Is Harvey Weinstein going to be, how's the court case going to go for Harvey Weinstein? How is the new court case to go for Harvey Weinstein? Interesting times we're living in when you're seeing all these powerful, especially white men. The fading of the masculine energy, the rise of the feminine. Um, what are you giving there? Yeah, the hanged man being stopped and it being looked at differently. And then we have the star card, healing, brought about by this defiance of women and real authentic change coming forward with the death card. So it doesn't necessarily mean literal death, it's just authentic change. So how is this new court case going to go for Harvey Weinstein? How is this new court case going to go for Harvey Weinstein? I just, when I see him on the telly, it just, the energy that comes off him is just, it really gives me the creeps. Come on down, let's have a look. How's the court case going to go for Harvey Weinstein? Not well for Harvey Weinstein. Literally, it doesn't matter how much wealth and power he is, it's going to be inflammatory, flaming for him. Tower moment. Good. Yeah, challenged by the Ten of Swords. Ending, significant ending brought about by the truth. The Fool, a new start, a new, well, it could be new court case or it could just be a new, it's not a new start for him, a new start in the way of thinking. Let's see where this goes. In the past, Knight of Swords, harsh truth being brought forward for him, crowning this reading about his abuse of power, betrayal, destruction, lying, you name it. Yep, immediate future. Yeah, it's about the rise of the feminine in the face of this, the fading toxic masculinity. Now, I'm just going to say it is going to get worse before it gets better, as those that are in these positions of power desperately try to hold on. You're talking about the Weinsteins, the Tates, Andrew Tate, who else? The Leonard Leos, all these sorts of energies as they desperately try to hold on. But we are in a changing time. Again, same position. Perhaps three witnesses bringing forward their story. Internally for Harvey Weinstein, reaping what he has sowed. Nailed to the wall, basically. Notches in the belt, however you like to call it, internally for him. He's now looking over his shoulder because this sort of truth is pointed down for him. The truth is not on his side. Absolutely. Yeah, it's not going to go well. The Three of Swords for him. He may have a health event, but really it's more about the swords of truth and honesty that's going to behead the devil. The outcome, Eight of Pentacles, skilled work going on behind the scenes to bring this forward, and then a new powerful new protection beginning, powerful new beginning, new healing, new protection. I'm not talking about Weinstein here. There's a difficult decision that will need to be made. I'm seeing more as we've got this powerful feminine energy. Actually, this is really about the presentation of um, the truths, the presentation of the truth, powerful feminine energy, bringing forth something perhaps new as well, and new boundaries, new barriers, new legislation. It's an end of this power oligarchical cycle. It's going to find itself restricted at the point of this truth, or just even the power of Weinstein is going to find himself very probably back in jail. And then we have the court system here, good versus evil, significant ending. After the defiance of women, he's going to be stopped, and then there will be healing as he finds himself really in this out in the cold position. Yeah, not going to go well. I mean, I'm hoping I am. As a woman, I hope I'm not bringing too much of my own bias in there. Um, but this is a really important case, and it's not going to go well for Harvey Weinstein. I mean, the statistics are just absolutely horrific. 2 out of 5 women in Australia will experience domestic violence on some level. 3 out of 4 women will in Australia, and I mean, we're a pretty open, chilled, forward-going country with quite solid legislation, but 3 out of 4 women will experience abuse at some stage in their lives, whether it be at work or home or just out and about. The statistics are awful, and we're at a stage now. Enough is enough. Okay, so that doesn't look good for Harvey Weinstein. Quite happy with that. We'll see how it plays. Love to you all. Bye bye.